All right, guys. I want to talk about a couple of things today. Based on some things that I'm going through, I wanted to make this post or this video so that I could potentially help some people that are going through some of the same things. It all deals with believing in yourself. I'm going through something right now where I need tremendous belief in myself. I've had issues with believing in myself and self-confidence just like anybody else has in their life. And I'm going through something right now. It's a bit of a career change, a transition. And I'm doing some things. I'm taking a leap of faith on some things that I believe in myself about. And as far as the YouTube channel, a blog, aldernation.com is the blog. And basically just taking a leap of faith and going into business for myself. So here's 5 things that I know that I need to do in order to make sure that the belief in myself is there and that I can continue to go forward, knowing that I can do what I need to do. Number 1 is to think positive. Throughout everything that's going on, I need to stay positive and I need to stay focused. If I'm thinking about all the negative things that can happen, then let's face it, some of those things are going to happen. It's up to me to stay positive and stay focused on what the goal is and figure out the ways that I need to go about getting that goal accomplished. That's on me. That's my responsibility. Also, negative thoughts have kind of plagued me in the past before on some things I wanted to do, and I regret that I listened to that negativity and soaked it in. And I probably didn't do as much as I could have towards that goal because my thinking was negative. I allowed negativity to come in. So that's on me, and going forward, that's something I'm not going to do. I'm a positive person. Anybody that knows me knows I'm positive. I'm never out to hurt anybody or get over on anybody. I just want to do my thing and see my friends do their thing and be successful. That's me in a nutshell. That's Mike Alder, point blank. So you have to think positive in order to go forward. Number 2, and this is going to be something that's difficult for a lot of people to hear because egos get involved and whatnot. But number 2 is make sure you have the talent for what it is that you're striving to do or striving to become. If you don't have the talent, it's going to be very difficult for you to do it. Now, with that being said, I've known people in the music that are striving to be musicians, for example. I've known musicians who had all the talent in the world, but their drive was minimal. And it was almost like, come on, man, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? And they weren't doing much because their drive was low. Now, I've also, on the flip side of that, I've known musicians who their talent was very minimal, but they had the drive and the hustle of no other. So I've seen success from both of those types of people. But the latter, the ones who hustled more, tended to get a little further, even though their talent wasn't as good as some of the other ones. But the bottom line is, if you're a terrible singer, you're singing your heart out, but you're off key. I think the key thing for that is to listen to people and listen to opinions, and don't necessarily only follow what you're being told to do because it's you and it's your music and it's what you want to do. But you got to listen to people. If 1,000 people tell you you're terrible, you should probably listen a little bit and change up the style or figure out some other way to where everybody in the world doesn't think you're horrible. I've seen that happen. I've seen people that were terrible and stayed terrible for 10 years and then finally gave up at it because they didn't want to listen to anybody who was trying to tell them the things that they would need to get a little bit better. I mean, nobody's telling you to only listen to outside voices. It's you, it's your music, it's your art. Nobody can tell you how to do it. But if you're horrible at it, then you're looking at a dead end street, man. You're looking at going all the way down this street for years and years and years, and then finally everything coming down to a crashing halt. So just listen to people. Listen to your close friends. Listen to people a little bit. And don't necessarily change because of what they're saying, but soak in what they're telling you. Don't let your ego stop you from going forward with it because you don't want to hear anything they say. You're too dedicated to what you do, and you don't want to have anybody's input on anything about it. That's just not the way to go. So again, make sure you have the talent, and make sure that's official, and then you're good to go. Number 3 is to strive to be better. Strive to be better. On a daily basis, I try to learn more and more and more about the social media platforms that are out there, that are about YouTube channel owners that are very successful. I'm studying them. I'm trying to figure out what it is that gets them successful so that I can do it and put my own spin on it, because I want to win at this. And I'm in a situation where I'm in a position where I can do it. I can make a bunch of videos and I can do my thing now, and I want to win. I have the self-confidence and the belief that I can do it. So I strive to be better in that regard. I watch them. I'm trying to figure out all the avenues that I need to take and things I need to study up on, get better at, and learn. I'm reading books. I'm trying to figure out the game. So my name is Mike Alder. Aldernation.com is the website. The YouTube channel is Mike Alder. I'm coming. Thing number 4 is stop listening to negative people. I don't even need to elaborate on that, man. Stop listening to negative people. Misery loves company. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen the guy who's not doing anything with his life telling the guy who's trying to do something with his life, you can't do that, man. Don't waste your time on that, man. You're never going to get anywhere. That's never going to get you anywhere. That's a waste of time. How many times have you guys seen that? The misery loves company guy who's sitting in his mom's basement or who's sitting on the couch rolling up a joint trying to tell you don't go for your dreams because you ain't gonna make it, man. You won't make it. Don't listen to that guy or any other forms of that guy or that girl or that whoever. They just want you to be down right there with them for the unforeseeable future, not going anywhere. I'm definitely not listening to that. I got a 6-year-old son. You think I'm going to listen to that guy when I got to look out for this kid? I got responsibilities, and these negative people they'll never get anywhere. In 10 years, you can come back and they'll still be sitting on that same couch. But their tune will be different then because you'll be winning. Their tune will be, man, I always knew you could make it, man. I used to tell you, man, I knew you was going to make it. You didn't tell me that. All right, and number 5, never give up. Never give up. Never give up. What you want to do is yours and yours alone. Your dream is yours and yours alone. Don't let anybody stop you from going for it. You ever heard the phrase, shoot for the stars, and even if I don't know the phrase, even if you don't, shoot for the moon. And even if you don't make it, you'll still be amongst the stars. Those are words to live by. Okay? Even if you don't make it, man, you will learn along the way. You will become a better person for trying to do what that goal of yours was. Don't listen to the negative people. Keep striving and don't give up. When you get old and you look back at your life, do you want to say, yeah, I tried, but I gave up because I couldn't do it. They didn't have this, they didn't have that. I didn't have all this. All those people have all this other stuff. They have these other resources. So, that's the type of stuff that's made for them to succeed in. It's not for me. That's not the attitude to have. That is not the attitude to have. A lot of self-made people had nothing when they started, just like you. Those are the people I'm studying. Those are the people I'm looking at to say, how can I be like them and do what they did? Maybe the times have changed. It's a different year now. So, I may have to go about it a different way, but I can figure that out along the way. If I believe in myself and I strive to do what I want to do, I don't need anybody. I don't need any resources. Clearly I do need those resources, but I'm going to figure it out along the way. Okay? I'm not just going to sit back and say, oh man, well, I don't got to connect for that. So, all right, I give up. I'm going to go play PlayStation. I'm not doing that. That's not how you move forward in life. So again, I say never give up. I've done things where I didn't necessarily succeed in them, but I can look back at them now, and I'm not 65, 70 years old. I can look back at them now and say, I really tried. I gave it my all on that. When I decided to not pursue that anymore, it was my decision. I chose to stop doing that. I'm not going to let somebody else tell me that. Or I'm not going to let other situations stop me from striving for what I want to do. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep moving forward. Let me give you an example. I play the guitar. Lenny Kravitz doesn't have to worry about me anytime soon. Let's put it that way. But I started playing about 10 years ago, and I've continued to play on the side just when I got time. And I'm not too horrible at it now. You know what I mean? I'm not selling out Madison Square Garden or nothing, but I'm not too horrible at it now, and I'm proud of the fact that I can play a couple of songs. I'm very proud of that. I can make memories with my son because of that. I'm very, very extremely proud of that. So that's just one example. Another example is video editing. Look at me. I'm sitting here making videos. I'm going to edit it once I get done recording this. That's another thing. People told me, oh, man, it's hard, man. A lot of people, it's hard to do that, man. It's hard to do. I got me some software. I got my camera straight, and now I'm making videos. It is what it is. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to pursue my dreams, and I'm going to keep going. My name is Mike Alder. My website is aldernation.com. If you like what you hear, like my YouTube channel, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want to continue making content, and you guys are going to see more of me. aldernation.com is my website. Thank you guys for listening. You guys could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Have a good night.